Hopefully I'm charged enough, y'all. Let's turn this around. And let's get the comments where I can see them. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. This is FoodtokTV, and today we are making shrimp rice paper dumplings. Have we ever made this before? No. Has that ever stopped me? No. FoodtokTV is where you have different cooking creators every day of the week, and I'm with you all Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. So thank you for tapping, sharing, and liking the live. And make sure you go to foodtoktv.com for the ingredients and the recipe. So another video came up in my feed, so I'm going to show you all these rice paper dumplings. Now, I'm Maggie the Substitute Teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. However, when I'm cooking for the family, I cook full flavor, so that's where I get a lot of inspiration from. So I'll show you all the recipe, and then I'll walk you all through my substitutes. All right, so come on in, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Let me get my other device. Hopefully it's charged up enough so I can show you all what we're making tonight. All right. All right, so if you like Asian cuisine, if you are team savory, I think this one will be right up your alley. And this is another air fryer recipe, which means I tried to make this in the skillet and it just gets really messy. So I'm hoping this works out well in the air fryer. All right, so let me see. Nice. All right, let me go back. This is the goal. Let me see if we can get some sound. Oh, it's not in English. Okay, so yes, let's just go through this together. So we are going to make these ingredients and then we're going to put it in the air fryer. I'm going to play it again for you all. This is the goal, all right? These are the rice paper shrimp dumplings. So we're going to do cabbage, green onion, carrot, regular onion, soy sauce, oyster sauce, sesame oil, and some sugar and some shrimp. And so we're going to put all of that and mix like into a slaw, and then we're going to wet the rice paper and we're going to fold it in there and then air fry them, and hopefully they come out nice and crunchy. Rice paper, or rice naturally, is gluten free, so that's a good substitute for me. It's not a low carb, but it is gluten free. So this is the goal. This is what we're going to make tonight, and you all can let me know if you would eat this. I'm going to clean off the counter and wash my hands, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So thank you again, everybody. We're almost at 400 likes on FoodtokTV. Make sure that you are tapping and sharing. All right. So let's clean this off. We've got a little bit of prep to do. I did get some ingredients already cut up to save some time. I always say if you have more money than time, you can get your ingredients already prepped. If you have more time than money, you can do it yourself. We're going to do half and half today because I need to clean out the fridge, believe me. All right, let's clean this off. This is a great low carb recipe. There's no gluten. Gluten comes from wheat and dough. So you know, that lovely pull of bread that we like. Some of us don't tolerate it well, so this could be a good substitute for you. Most, I think dumplings and like egg rolls are made from wraps that have flour in them, so this is a good substitute for that. All right, come on in, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. We're already up to 800 likes. Thank you. Happy Friday and Happy New Year. My first time streaming back in the new year. All right, so I just placed an order for ingredients so I could make sure everything was fresh, because y'all know when you've been traveling, things are kind of suspect in the fridge. So what I'm going to do is, what we're going to do now is go back. I tried to order fresh shrimp, but I have actually heard that it's better to get frozen, because the frozen shrimp, and you all can tell me what you think about this, the frozen shrimp is flash frozen as soon as it's caught. Thank you so much for the gift, Rachel. I appreciate you. It's flash frozen as soon as it's caught, but fresh, you don't know how long it's been sitting there. So I don't know. Some of you all pescatarians or seafood lovers, let us know. So I just placed an order from Walmart. I have jumbo, and then I have small. And as much as we would like jumbo shrimp, especially for the presentation, shop till you drop says frozen shrimp is better. Absolutely. I think for this recipe, I'm going to do small. That means I probably won't have to chop it up as much, but oof, it's cold. I did get peeled and I did get deveined, all right? So wanted to make sure that I don't have to peel any shells off of the shrimp, and the vein is already taken out. So I'm gonna do the small one. This is 60 to 80. Make sure you all can see. And this is just Walmart peeled and deveined shrimp, all right? Okay, so since this is frozen, I'm gonna open it and I'm just gonna put it in a bowl with some water, and hopefully it can thaw out while we're chopping up our veggies. Some of them we need to chop, some we don't. And I just have the whole bag here. This is a 12-ounce bag, so you may not need all of it, but we're gonna wing it, see if we can make these 6 dumplings, all right? So pretty small. Ugh. It smells good, and seafood should smell like the ocean. It shouldn't smell fishy, all right? So I'm just going to cover this with water. You can see it's just frozen. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover this with water and then just let it set behind me. Hopefully that will thaw enough for us. This recipe, as I can tell, it looks like the shrimp that goes in these dumplings is raw, which I think is a good thing. You can buy already cooked shrimp. I wouldn't recommend it because to me, then you're gonna cook it again and it's kind of rubbery, all right? So all we've done now is we've just covered it with some water, and I'm gonna set it behind me. So hopefully by the time we're ready to assemble our shrimp dumplings, there'll be enough for us to chop them up. Shop till you drop says cold water. Absolutely. So come on in, everybody. We're over 1,000 likes. Welcome to FoodtokTV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie the Substitute Teacher, and today we are making rice paper dumplings. So the recipe says we need cabbage. So if you have a whole head of cabbage, this would be a great use for it. I love cabbage as a substitute. You can use it in so many different recipes. You can use it as a obviously for a slaw. You can saute it for a side of veggies. I will even use cabbage sometimes as a lettuce substitute, maybe for lettuce wraps or something with a little bit more roughage. Mel says, what is your TikTok? Maggie the Substitute Teacher. And I'm Maggie on all platforms, all right? So you all can find me everywhere you like to watch, and I'm streaming on all of them at the same time. All right, so cabbage. Give you all a couple substitutes. So I also ordered this from Walmart. So this is angel hair coleslaw. So you can see it's already been diced, sliced, shredded, really, really small. So this is gonna be great. Again, this is going to be our, I wanna say egg roll, dumpling filling. So you can do the angel hair just coleslaw, or since this recipe has cabbage and cabbage and carrot, you could also do this one. I use this a lot as a base for an Asian salad. Add some pre-cooked chicken, some crunchy, whatever you like, an Asian dressing, and this is a great summertime quick meal. All right, so just giving you all some substitutes. And forgive me, I am running the dishwasher, so if you hear a little background noise, that's why. So we have our angel hair coleslaw. We're gonna just kind of eyeball it, but let's see what we need. Cabbage and then carrots. Again, if you already have whole carrots, you can grate them, or I ordered these from Walmart as well. I don't really eat carrot too much, but I am going to try it in this recipe. I think they're wonderful, nice crunch, nice and naturally sweet. So we have these shredded carrots that we already ordered, or you can get your grater out and you can shred them yourself. All right, thank you all so much for being here. Again, this is Foodie Fridays with Maggie on FoodtokTV, and the recipe is at FoodtokTV.com. Today we are making shrimp rice paper dumplings, all right? Now, this recipe has 2 types of onions. We need green onion and we need onion. So we're gonna have to do some prep here. So I did buy some green onion. I love green onion or spring onions or whatever you all call them. I think they're a great topping for soup, a great garnish. I love the bright green color. So we're gonna go ahead and chop all of this up just to make it easy. We're not gonna use all of it, but we will chop all of this up. So we have some green onion. And then I have a little mini onion too, or a regular yellow, yes, yellow onion. We'll cut this up as well. And so again, we're gonna have a lot of nice cruciferous vegetables in these dumplings, which is great when you need to detox or when you just wanna, give your body good stuff. I'm not a doctor, but I feel better when you have like just really good food. So thank you all so much for being here. Come on in. We are making shrimp rice paper dumplings today. All right, so we've got our shrimp. Let's just check on it, see how it's coming along. And I may just drain out the water. Oh, it's doing well. Whew. The water's like ice cold. I think I'll change the water out and just do a little bit of tap water. Not hot, but this was frozen shrimp, small shrimp. So we want to go ahead and let that thaw out enough so that we can cut it, because I don't know, you all tell me, you look at the size and tell me if you think when we go to wrap these, if you would cut them or leave them whole. I'll have to watch the video and see if they cut them. If not, we can just kind of keep them. So I think small shrimp or like the salad shrimp might work. So definitely not the jumbo or the cocktail shrimp for this recipe. Okay, so what I've done now is I just poured out the water that was in there that was really, really cold, and I just added some more tap water. So we're doing a quick thaw on our frozen fresh shrimp. All right, let's see what else we need. Okay, so we need soy sauce, oyster sauce, sugar, and sesame oil. So a couple of substitutes. Leave it up to you all. So I do have some regular soy sauce. I'm a boy mom, so I don't give soy to the boys if I'm cooking for the boys. But you can see here, this is a premium light soy sauce, and that means the color. But I didn't know this, you all. Soy sauce actually has gluten in it because it has a yeast extract. So when you're trying to eat clean, and sometimes there's hidden ingredients, I'm always talking about these condiments and beverages, that could be why. So you can use soy sauce that the recipe calls for, totally fine. I am not the food police, do what works for you. But a substitute that I use is the coconut amino. So this gives you the soy flavor without soy. So this is a great substitute in your Asian inspired recipes. All right. So either soy sauce or coconut aminos, completely up to you all. All right. Hello, Glenda. Thank you all so much for being here. Chrissy loves the kitchen. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. We're over 1.3 likes, 1.3 thousand likes. So thank you all for tapping and sharing. Welcome to FoodtokTV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie the Substitute Teacher. And today we are making shrimp rice paper dumplings. All right. Oyster sauce. Now, I have no idea what this is. I just bought it because it says oyster sauce, oyster flavored sauce, but apparently this is a very common in Asian cuisine. Now I do know that this oyster sauce is not sugar-free. It's got 4 grams of sugar in it. So I'm gonna try and go light. I don't know of a substitute for this, but whenever I'm making a recipe, the first time I try to make it their way, and then after that I would substitute. But I think this will give us some of that umami and a little bit of sweetness. All right, so we have oyster sauce. Come on in, everybody. Thank you so much. We're up to 1.5 thousand likes. So come on in. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie the Substitute Teacher, and today we are making shrimp rice paper dumplings. Now the recipe calls for sugar. I do have regular sugar, but I try to cook sugar-free, so I'm going to show you the substitute that I will use. I have one that's already open, but this is a sugar-free sugar. I just picked this up at Walgreens. It's allulose, but it's a calorie-free sugar substitute. So something like this is what I use in place of sugar. They have granulated, they have powdered, and they even have brown. So we'll use a sugar substitute and then sesame oil. Love, love, love sesame oil. A little goes a long way. This one just came from Kroger. It's got a nice nuttiness to it because obviously it's from sesame seeds. This is a good like drizzling oil or flavored oil. It's not a cooking oil. This is not something you would fry in, but it's going to give us a nice little flavor in our dumplings. All right, I think that's everything. So all we have to cut up is our onion. We have green onion and we have yellow onion. So let's chop that up. And then we're just gonna toss everything in a bowl and assemble, all right? So again, if you're just coming in, this is what we're making. We are going to be making rice paper shrimp dumplings, all right? And we're gonna make these in the air fryer. I'm really excited. So this is the goal. Hopefully you all can see that. Oh, they didn't cut the shrimp. So coleslaw, green onion, carrot, oyster sauce, soy sauce, sugar, sesame oil. Then we're gonna wet our rice paper wraps, roll them up, and air fry. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. John K, thank you for the badges. Thank you for the roses. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so let's get the cutting board out and we are going to chop up some onion. All right, I will start with the green onion. And I saw a hack on the internet that's actually been working. If you all have been with me, you have seen my struggle produce. I don't want to waste, and sometimes I just feel really bad. I'll just take one of these and cut what I need, and then the next time I go in, they're all sogging. But the green onion, you can actually cut it and freeze it. And believe it or not, you take it out of the freezer and you can just put it in your soups or whatever, and it just comes to life really, really nicely. So that's been saving me from wasting. I'm gonna pull off a few of these struggle strands here, and then we're just gonna go ahead and chop up the whole thing. We won't use all of it, but this is a good weekend prep to do. So come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to FoodtokTV, Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie the Substitute Teacher, and we're up to 3,000 likes. Thank you all so much. FoodtokTV has different cooking content creators every day of the week. New ones are coming all the time, so please make sure you are subscribed. And you can watch me on Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, but there's all kinds of different, we have grill masters, we have everybody. So much better than me, believe me. I like to say I'm a struggle cook. All right, so let's go ahead and chop these up. Let me get a meal prep container to scoop these into. Everything else I went ahead and got already shredded. But like I said, if you wanted to, if you have a head of cabbage or some carrots laying around, that would be a great crunch for your rice paper dumplings. Okay, so let's see what we have. All right, just getting everything together. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to Foodie Fridays with Maggie. All right, so let's give these a chop. Chop, chop, chop. I love cooking. I don't think I'm that good at it. I just enjoy. I am the daughter of a retired home. I still say home economics. My mom says it's changed to home science, but you know, it's therapeutic for me. We all need something that relaxes us. Hello, Fran Diego. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate the gifts. You all are very generous coming in. Happy New Year, everybody. And again, this is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie the Substitute Teacher. I make food and femininity content. So today we are making shrimp rice paper dumplings. Have we ever made this before? No. Why would I do that? I come on here with you all to recreate recipes that I like, and then we'll try them together. And this recipe calls for some green onion. So I love green onion. I think the color is beautiful. It's a great garnish. If you don't like a real pungent onion, I think this is a great mild, substitute, if you will. All right, let's get the end pieces. So we have our green onion ready to go. Thank you, Meg, the cooking queen. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you all so much. Rosita, so good to see you as well. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to FoodtokTV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the Substitute Teacher, and today we are going to make a shrimp rice paper dumpling in the air fryer. That's what got me on this recipe, because I'll show you all the rice paper. It's a great substitute. It's just very sensitive, and sometimes I struggle with it in the skillet. Okay, great. So we have our green onion done. The only thing that's left is our yellow onion. So let me just wipe this down. Come on in, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Hello, hello, hello. Happy New Year to you. If you like Asian cuisine, then today is your day. If you like those umami flavors, we're gonna make something that I think you would like. This could be a great appetizer. It could be a great, let me focus on what I'm doing. This could be a great little snack. Great way to introduce veggies to the kids if you have big kids or little kids, or man, picky eaters. I always say, and that's what my mom did, put the vegetables in the stuff that they're already gonna like or already going to eat. So again, we have the rice paper, which is going to give us that crunch, the oil in the air fryer, which is going to simulate like a nice fried treat. We've got some vegetables in there. You can put whatever dipping sauce that you like on the side, or if we season them well enough, we may not need anything at all. What we've done so far is I had a bag of frozen small shrimp, and we have that behind me just thawing out in some cold water, and I don't think we need to cut it. So we're going to dump everything in a bowl, season, stuff and roll. And this would be a great, how do you say, y'all know I like the assembly meals. Anytime where you can customize your ingredients. So if you don't like carrots, I don't know, substitute maybe some peppers. If you don't like cabbage, I don't know, some other green, maybe kale, or I don't know, spinach or bok choy, you know, just lots of different things you can do. All right. So come on in, everybody. Thank you. We're over 5,000 likes. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to FoodtokTV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie the Substitute Teacher. And today we are making a rice paper dumpling in the air fryer. I'm actually very excited. It's the first time I've been cooking in a couple weeks now. All right, so we're just going to get in here. So again, make sure you all are subscribed to FoodtokTV. FoodtokTV is a cooking channel, obviously, on TikTok. And we have different cooking content creators who go live every day of the week, different time zones, different types of cuisine, different hacks, always something new to learn. And we have new people joining all the time. So please make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's see if we can get our struggle onion cut up. Oh, I forgot to do my little hack. Since this is just one small onion, I'm gonna let it ride. But if you struggle with your eyes watering when you cut onions, what I heard is that something about the fumes in onions are looking for the closest water source when you cut into it. So that is why they pull tears from your eyes. But if you get a little cup of water, like a little condiment bowl of water, and put that next to it, when you're cutting, it pulls the fumes from the water and not your eyes. All right, I think we're good here. Let me get a little container for our onion, and then we're going to mix, season, and go. So again, you can put any veggies that you want, but we're gonna have carrots, we're gonna have cabbage. I went ahead and bought those already shredded to save us some time. Really, because I don't trust what's in the fridge after coming back, and I wanted to make sure this came out nice. But this could be a great family activity. Like I say, the assembly meals are great because everybody can customize it for what they want, all right? I don't eat that, fine. Have it your way, Burger King. All right, so come on in, everybody. Thank you so much. We're up to over 5,000 likes. Make sure you tap and share, subscribe, and the recipe is at foodtoktv.com. Okay. So we have our ingredients. I'm gonna switch out the cutting board for a bowl, and we're just gonna follow this video and eyeball it and put our ingredients together. Let me rinse off. Mom says clean as you go. Aw, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you all. Okay, so we'll come back to the cutting board when we're ready to assemble. Avengers, assemble. Ash says, we've missed you. Glad you're back. How was your trip? It was amazing. It was life-changing, and I cannot wait to go back. For anybody who's seeing me for the first time, I just landed yesterday, took our oldest, Marcus, to Ghana, where I was born. That's where his maternal, my children are mixed heritage, and so I wanted them, they know their American side, I wanted them to know their African side, and so I spent 10 days doing everything from safari. We did a cooking class. So much to come. If y'all are interested in my travel content, I've posted about a third of what we've done. You can find it at Maggie the Substitute Teacher on all platforms, and I will do a recap. Stay tuned, more is coming. A lot more is coming. So if you want to come with me, I'm partnering with the travel group, and I'm really excited. Okay, focus. Now, back to the snacks. So this is the goal. I'm going to eyeball it. Let's see what we need to put in here together. All right, so these are the dumplings that we're going to try and make. Okay, so it just looks like a big cup of everything, and then we're going to add the what's it called? The shrimp and then the seasonings. I want to look at it one more time. This is an Asian, obviously Asian recipe. It's in, yeah, just same amounts of everything. So let's do a big cup. Let's start with the coleslaw. All right, so I have my 1 cup measure. Thank you for the badges, Wacky Little. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so again, just ordered this from Walmart, angel hair coleslaw. So you can buy coleslaw without the slaw dressing, save a lot of calories. I mean, this is 25 calories per serving, if that matters to you. But vegetables are a great way to get fullness without getting calories, believe me. I need to focus on that. But you can also use this one too, the tricolor. It's got a little bit of carrot and cabbage in it. Okay. So I just have a big bowl here. We're gonna put everything in and see if we can make it look like theirs did. So I'm gonna go in with a cup of cabbage. So this was already shredded, or you can shred it yourself. Then I'm gonna do the same thing with carrot. I wanna eat it raw, just like this. Hungry. Come on in. Make sure you all are tapping and sharing. We're over 6,000 likes. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to FoodtokTV, Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie the Substitute Teacher. I make food and femininity content, and I'm with you all Fridays at 5 Eastern. 4 Central? Yes, y'all, I think I'm still a little jet lagged. Thank you, Neil. I appreciate the blessings. Okay, so let's go in here with a cup of carrot. I want to taste it. Y'all know I'm a big taster. I don't do New Year's resolutions, but let me see if I can. I want to cook without tasting as you go. I already broke it. So good, so naturally sweet. Haven't had any fast food or anything, and just real food and real ingredients where everything just tastes good. Ugh, don't even get me started. Okay, so I think we need green onion next, and then white onion. All right, so we just cut up our green onion. So I'm just gonna do, gosh, it's almost the whole thing. I don't mind onion. Man, did I even need to put it in the container? Let's just go ahead and use it up until you use me up. Oh boy, coming back to myself now. All right. So we have green onion, and then I think I'm just gonna do the whole thing, the whole onion that we chopped up. It's gonna be kind of oniony. Hope y'all are okay with that. So, all right, so far we have cabbage, we have green onion, nice and colorful. Again, if you don't like these veggies, find the veggies that you like. The key is that you experiment with different things and give it a try. I think I put way more onion than I needed to, but experiment. That's what cooking is to me. All right, that's why I'm a cooker, not a baker. Thank you all so much for being here. All right, so we have our veggies, and then let's check our shrimp. How's our shrimp looking? This was frozen. This was a bag of frozen shrimp, and I just put it in cold water and then changed out the water. Oh yeah, they're nice, and that didn't take long at all. So they're nice and jiggly. Is that a word? It is now. So I don't know how much shrimp is supposed to go in here, but I'm feeling greedy, team greedy in the house. Let me pour out some of this water. Oh, I lost a shrimp. Man down. Oh no. Okay, hold on with the draining. We cannot waste. Y'all, I think this is gonna be super shrimpy. Is that even a word? We're gonna do the extra protein version. All right, we're gonna do the man food version. So I did the whole bag. I'm sure I wasn't supposed to, but this is what we have so far. I think it's looking lovely. All right, so we are gonna mix it up, but let's put our seasonings in here. What are we supposed to do? So we have cabbage, carrot, onion, shrimp, soy sauce. I think I'm just gonna measure with my heart today. Nah, let me try and do better. Just in case anybody's actually trying to follow along. So I'm using coconut aminos instead of soy sauce. I do have soy sauce, but soy actually has gluten in it. Maybe you knew that, maybe you didn't, but it's got some wheat in it. So we're gonna do, this is a big bowl, so let's do 2 tablespoons. I think the recipe says 1, but I'm feeling kind of saucy. So let's add soy sauce in here. Was that soy? Okay, coconut aminos, yeah. So this is our soy-free substitute. And again, if you have boys, I'm a boy mom, if you have boys or men, soy does promote estrogen. I'm not a doctor, do what you want to do with that. All right, so we have soy sauce, oyster sauce, all right? Oyster flavored sauce. Jessica says it is now. What am I making? We're making shrimp rice paper dumplings. So I don't know about this oyster sauce. Now this does have sugar in it, so this won't be completely sugar-free, but I'm going to put, and you can already tell by the consistency how it's like thicker than the soy sauce. But if you like a little heat, you could put your chili oil. You can make this your own. I am just here for inspiration, all right? So we have our oyster sauce. Now it calls for sugar. I'm not gonna do sugar. So I'm gonna get my open, I have some allulose. Let me get my sugar-free sugar. Sugar. All right, we're just gonna open it. We're just gonna open this one because I don't want to waste time looking at it. Redo the pantry. Recipe calls for some sugar, and this is actually probably optional, but we're going to use this sugar-free sugar. Hi, thank you for being here, Gustavo. Phyllis says, "What does sweet sauce do that?" I don't understand the question. If you want to rewrite it, I will try to answer for you. But this is an allulose, which is a sugar-free sugar, and this is granular. So we're going to open this up and put this in. So we have, I don't think dumplings are supposed to taste sweet, but you know, Asian inspired cuisine is a little bit sweet, a little bit savory. Oh, soy sauce, it just promotes estrogen. But I'm not a doctor. All right, so we're gonna put our sugar-free sugar in here, or if you can have it real sugar, do that. And I'm just gonna do 1 tablespoon. I was gonna say something. Oh yes, if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, this could be a substitute for you. All right, so we have allulose. You could do all kinds of substitutes, Splenda, whatever works for you. So we have our sugar and then sesame oil. I'm really excited about this. This will give you a nice little nuttiness of flavor. So we'll do just a tablespoon. And this is going to be calorie rich, all right? Just 1 tablespoon is 130 calories. So we probably won't use all of this mix, but I want to get in here and mix it up, all right? Ooh, oh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. It smells so yummy already, but we can't eat it. It's raw. It's raw shrimp. So we're just gonna mix it up. See if we can get everything nice and coated. I would get in here with my hands, but you know, everybody's different. So we just wanna make sure that you get it as homogeneous as possible so that when you bite into your dumplings, you have shrimp, you have sugar or sweet, you have, you know, soy sauce, you have everything. But this could actually be an incredible Asian inspired salad if you had like the cooked shrimp, but we're doing raw shrimp so that it'll cook in the air fryer. And then we're gonna spoon this into our rice paper. I think it looks good. What would you all add? I would probably add some chili oil, but hopefully you all can see. I think it looks really, really good, nice and colorful. I would probably add some heat to this, maybe some sriracha or whatever. But since this is the first time I'm making this recipe, I'm making it with their ingredients, and then we can doctor it up later. All right, so in the bowl, in case you're just hopping on, welcome to FoodtokTV. Foodie Fridays with Maggie. Hello, is that FY? I missed you too, I missed y'all. We have cabbage, we have green onion, we have yellow onion, we have carrot, we have sugar substitute for me, soy sauce substitute for me, we have sesame oil and oyster sauce. All right, so there's your filling, and it looks yummy. You could probably make this in advance and just kind of cover it and keep it in the fridge, or if you wanted to do this in batches, because we're not going to cook all of it. We're going to try and make 6 and see if we can get them in the air fryer. All right, so come on in everybody. Thank you for over 6,000 likes. All right, so let's get our rice paper. Now here's the thing with rice paper. I'm going to go ahead and start prepping the air fryer. It says 180 degrees Celsius. I have no idea what that is. Alexa, what is 180 degrees Celsius? All right, my robot is not talking to me. If somebody's robot could let them know what temperature that is. All right. Looks so yummy. We'll use this to scoop with, or we really could use this. Let me just keep everything on the side here. Okay, so with rice paper wraps, they can be very delicate. I have foiled many a recipe, but I think I got the hack now. Aw, Phyllis says, I'm new to you. I like what I say. Or maybe you like what you see. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I'm Maggie the Substitute Teacher. I make food and femininity content. All right, so I'm gonna change the cutting board over to this side without the groove. Get into the groove. If you know, you know. If you don't, let me know and I'll tell you why the cutting board has 2 sides. All right, so you can see in the recipe, their rice paper, they are using square rice paper wraps. I don't have square, I have round, and we're gonna make it work. All right, but you can get these in your Asian grocery store or Asian section. Thank you, Jessica, for the 356. Phyllis, no problem, I understand. Thank you all, look at everybody telling me. Liko says, can you use the same mixture with shrimp egg rolls? I'm sure you can, and I think I have, let's see. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's so bad in here. But I'm grabbing these egg rolls in pastries. Okay. So those of y'all that can have egg rolls, you can see here, you can get the egg roll paper, but you can see this is pastry. I'm sure you could absolutely do this with pastry. If you can have dough, if you can have flour, you can get these at your Asian inspired grocery store, and they're square. What we're going to do for our gluten-free substitute, I have these, but they're round. So this is rice paper. All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. Careful, once you start with the rice paper wrappers, you have committed, all right? So once you get them wet, you're gonna use it or lose it. So let me open it up and I'll show you what they look like dry. I knew that was gonna happen. One second, y'all, and put the knife away. All right, got a little bit of a mess, but we're intact on the inside. So when you open them up, they are quite brittle, but funnily enough, once you wet them, they start to soften up immediately. So let me see if I can get one out. They look like a wafer, like a communion wafer, a really big one. Okay, so it kind of tore a little bit, but you can see here how it's like that. All right. So before we get started, I'm going to get my air fryer ready. I probably won't preheat, but I have this drip tray, and you can see they cook these on parchment paper. So this is just the liner of my air fryer with foil in case anything drips. And then I have these square. You can also get these round. These are the silicone liners, like air fryer liners. All right, so I'm just gonna put this on top. So this is basically parchment paper. And in the video, they put some oil down. I don't know what kind of oil. I'm gonna use my MCT oil. Not a huge fan of it. Would not recommend. But you want like a higher heat oil. Thank you, Scott, for the compliment. You want like maybe an olive oil or a vegetable oil or something that can handle the heat. The MCT oil that I'm going to use, it smokes really easy, and that's why I don't like it. But since we're doing this in the air fryer, not the skillet, we'll see if it's going to be okay. So I'm just going to put like a little puddle in the middle, and then I'll get the pastry brush and kind of brush it around. All right. So it doesn't say what oil to use, but I'm just going to get this all greased up. If you were to do this in the skillet, when I've done it before, you would just put your oil in the skillet, but you have to turn them. The recipe doesn't say turn, but I want to get this all nice and greased up and shiny. So come on in. Welcome to Food Talk TV, Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the Substitute Teacher, and we are going to make struggle dumplings today. Rice paper shrimp dumplings. Okay. So I wanted to get this ready, and I'm actually going to set it off, excuse me, set it off to the side. So as soon as I fold, been a while, y'all. As soon as I fold my rice paper wrap, I have a place to put it. That's one of the mistakes I made when I was first starting to cook. Like I would do everything in order, then I would get to the next step, and I was like, oh shoot, I'm not prepared. So take it from a struggle cook. Try and get everything ready. So we know the air fryer is going to be at 350. So let me do one, and then we'll just repeat. The recipe looks like they're making 6. Let's see how many we can make. We're not going to do all of them. Thank you, Crazy Stitches, for the gifts. We appreciate it so much. I appreciate you so much. Julia says tap and share. Thank you all for watching. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie, the Substitute Teacher, and today we are making shrimp rice paper dumplings. Okay, so you can see, let me see if I can get one that's not torn. So you can see the structure of it, this wafer structure. Let me see how they fold it, y'all. This is where I always mess up. I think he uses 2, but maybe I won't have to. So we did cabbage, onion, carrot, green onion, soy sauce, oyster sauce, sesame oil, wet it. See how fast they go? Look, mine may not be perfectly shaped, but you will be all right. All right, so I'm just gonna run this under the sink water. As soon as the rice paper gets wet, it starts to soften. But here's the thing, here's the mistake I made. I would keep it in the water until it looked like that pliable paper that's on the video. But even though it's still got a little structure, while it's wet, it will continue to soften up. So let's go ahead and scoop. I'm feeling greedy, y'all. Let's do kind of a big one. All right. And let's just put that in the middle. Woo! Big mama jamma. Nice and shrimpy. All right. Did I not wet it enough? Watch it be all crackly. Let me wet my hands. Because you want it wet enough to fold, but you don't want it too wet so that it tears. And since these are so big, I'm just going to do one. If you notice in the video, they have 2 layers, and I'll show you the small ones. All right, and I'm just gonna turn it over. So this is a lot bigger, but we have, okay, y'all, I think I need to make them smaller than that. That's not a dumpling. This is like a, like a tractor, but I like it like that. All right, let's do another one. And what we'll do is we'll do these in batches, okay? So this one's a little bit of a struggle shape. We'll go ahead and preheat the air fryer and get these in, and then we'll just keep doing some more. So let's do 356, y'all said. And it says 10 minutes. Oh, 3:55 it is. All right. Is it going to turn on? All right, so let me go ahead and wet this one. And this is something that you could probably, I don't know, they're probably best when they're nice and crispy. But I'm wondering if you could pre-make them and just warm them up. All right, rinsing the next rice paper. Trying to get it a little bit wetter. Melanie says that is completely wrong. Okay, tell me what is correct. I am open to learn how to do this better. This is my first time making this, so I'm just having fun with it. But let me know what is completely wrong. All right, so come on in, everybody. Welcome to FoodtokTV. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie the Substitute Teacher, and today we are making dumplings. We are making shrimp rice paper dumplings, all right? Thank you all so much for being here. All right, so let's go in with another. You can see once you get it on the cutting board, it's almost like hard to see. It goes translucent, but you don't need to rush, but you wanna move a little bit quickly. So I'm gonna put the second big wrong batch in here. And then let's fold it up. Yeah, getting it a little bit wetter helped. So I'm just gonna try and tuck it in. And you can see how it kind of sticks in on itself. See if I can make it a little bit smaller. All right, Alexa, stop. My device starts playing music when it hears water. All right, so here's the second one. So this is more like a burrito. This is an Asian fusion. Okay, it did turn on. All right, so let's go ahead and put these two in. One looks better than the other. I think I need to fold it a little bit tighter. So these are our first two struggle dumplings, all right? So come on in, everybody. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie the Substitute Teacher. And it doesn't say to do this, but I'm just gonna take the pastry brush and put a little bit of that oil on top. And I'm gonna put this in the air fryer, and then we'll continue folding them, see if we can make them a little bit better. All right, so let's put this in, and then let's set the timer for 10 minutes and just keep an eye on it. My mom taught me to cook with all of my senses, so I don't just set it and forget it, all right? Julie says it looks great. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, let's just keep going because we got time to kill. And again, this is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie the Substitute Teacher, and this is what we're trying to make, okay? So these are shrimp rice paper dumplings. So far we put cabbage, onion, carrot, green onion, oyster sauce, soy sauce, sugar, and sesame oil with a few substitutes. And then we're just going to mix that up with the shrimp, of course. And then they did 6 small ones in the air fryer. 10 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius, which for us is 356 degrees. So you can also get the small spring roll wrappers. This is the size that I have. You can also get this size too, so you can make them small, more like real spring rolls, okay? But just giving this a try, let's see how we like it, and then you can customize it however you like. If you're team vegetarian, omit the shrimp, or if you can't have shellfish, then do maybe chicken or beef or pork if you eat pork. If you can have pastry, if you can have flour, give this a try with the spring roll wrappers instead of rice paper wrappers. So yeah, have fun with it. This could be a great appetizer, great finger food for the kids. Anything that allows you to customize, then people can make it their own, all right? You can make it beautiful. All right, let's do a couple more. And we're gonna keep an eye. And you can see, even though my struggle spring wrap rolls are all jacked up, when you wet them and you fold them over itself, you can't really tell. So they're just really delicate. Who knows what happened to them in there. So I'm just running them under water in the sink. You can also have a big bowl and slide them in the water. And the water activates whatever makes it foldable. All right, so I'm just making sure I get it all wet, and it's still kind of wobbly. But we're just gonna put it down on the cutting board. And then we're going to put a nice spoonful of our filling in here. I'm probably doing way too much. Whenever you have recipes like this where you stuff them, a little goes a long way. Believe me, it doesn't look like it's a lot, but by the time you kind of get it folded up, it's a lot more. All right, this one I'm gonna wet my hands a little bit. So come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. This is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I am Maggie the Substitute Teacher, and we are making rice paper dumplings. All right, this one's got a little tear in it, so I can already tell. I think my rice paper is so big. You can see this is like the size of my hand, which is clearly not dumpling size, but oh shoot, it's coming apart. Yeah, gotta be careful with them when you wet them. Let me make another tray before I forget. And we'll just kind of rotate them out. So I'm using the air fryer at 350. We have our little silicone paper, parchment paper coated with silicone. Gonna put, this is my coconut oil. Use the oil that you can, and we're just gonna grease it down. The oil plus the heat is what's gonna give us the simulation of frying. So let me see if I can get this up and put it over here. And you see we have a little tear in there, but it's okay. I think y'all would still eat it. Let's do another one and put it on the side. All right. Oh no! Oh my gosh, y'all. Rice paper shards everywhere. Thank you, Melissa, for the gifts. You all are so generous. Thank you so much. Melissa says fold it once, fold in the side, and then finish rolling. Okay, let me see if I can do that. Thank you for the instruction. All right. So we have our struggle rice paper. I'm just wetting it in the sink. Come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. All right. So we have our rice paper, and then let's put a little bit less in here. So we have our filling, which is our shrimp inspired filling. Well, it is shrimp, Asian inspired. So Melissa says fold it once. Let me just make sure it's nice and wet and foldable. Fold it once. Fold in the sides. I'm just waiting for it to get pliable. All right, fold in the sides. Fold in the sides. And then finish rolling. I'm not very good at this. I don't know if that's any better. I think my rice paper, I'll do like one more if I can. I tried, but I don't think, maybe my rice paper is too big. And maybe I'm not tucking it in tight enough. All right, let's see if we can do one more on here. And then we'll go check, let's check and see how these are coming along, because it's only 10 minutes. Oh, they're looking nice. All right, so let's do one more. I'm gonna do a little bit warm water. Tara says roll it tight. All right, y'all, this is a lot, but I want to get it right. Let's see if I can get it right. All right, so wetting one more, and I'm really gonna wet this one. So I think the reason why it's not rolling well for me, besides my skill level, is the rice paper is not as soft as it needs to be. So I'm really getting it wet. Because if you watch the video, you see how when they go to fold it, it's like plastic wrap. All right, see what's happened now? All right, so this should be better. The thing is, you just gotta work quickly once it's this soft. All right, so let's put our filling in, a small one. All right, so fold it over. And then you all said fold in the sides. Uh-oh, look at me. Fold in the sides. And then roll it tight. After 10 tries, I think we finally got it. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. All right, so let me just brush the oil on here. Now I want to do one more tray of the small ones. I think that's what it was. Great job. Aw, thank you all so much. So let's see. I don't want to mess that one up. We've got, let's go ahead and use all of our filling since we've got it here. So again, this was sesame oil, sugar, I use sugar substitute, carrot, cabbage. This would be a great Asian inspired salad. Put some crispy noodles if you can have them, some peanuts. Thank you all for the hand claps. Y'all, I told y'all I'm a struggle cook, but we have fun here. Okay, so let me do a couple more. All of these shards just fell. I'll clean it up. But yeah, just be careful with that. We won't cook all of them. If we can get a nice little plating, we will. All right, so we're gonna put this one under warmer water. Maybe because, you know, it's winter time where I am. I just came back from tropical weather. It was wonderful. And I had to put on fleece. I'm like, it's cold for no reason. Anything that looks like a burrito, you're here for it? Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right, so just really rinsing this under the sink in warm water so that it's easily foldable. That is the key. Clearly. Okay, just be careful because it gets in on itself like that. Whew. So this is our gluten-free substitute, and the rice paper, you can do so much with it. It really just gives you a nice little vehicle to carry whatever you're gonna be eating anyway. All right, so let's see. Put that in. All right, fold it over. Try and make it a little bit nicer. Fold that. Oh, here I come, TikTok. All right, and I'm just gonna leave it on the counter. All right, thank you all so much. Okay. Oh shoot, I gotta do this one last. Because if you leave it here on the cutting board, it will like stick. So that's why I'm gonna get it on this greased sheet pretty quickly. So this would be enough portion for, you know, multiple, but we're just gonna go ahead and make them all, and then we'll check on the first batch. And this is just coconut oil for me, MCT oil, but use whatever you want. So we got a smaller one, a better dumpling. All right, leave that there. I think we can get 2 more. Okay, 10 minutes is done. Let's check it. I didn't turn it over or anything. Let's see how this is looking. Uh-oh. Clearly I had a tear. All right, I'm gonna go a little bit longer. It looks good. Our shrimp has cooked. You can tell the shrimp is pink. Not okay, the timer, y'all. Okay, stressing me out. All right, let's do a couple more minutes. See if we can get them crispy. And let's do, I think we can do 2 more and then we'll check, all right? Brookie is a rice paper expert. Thank you. We need you. We are making rice paper dumplings, struggle dumplings in the air fryer. All right. So this is the goal. All right. So let's do 1 more. I think my rice paper, you know what? No, I'm just going to stick with the big ones. I was going to say, what if I use the smaller ones? But you all see, I'm just here for inspirational purposes. I am not an expert in making dumplings. I'm running this in the sink under warm water so that we can get it nice and foldable. I think I've got my technique down, or at least better than when we started. All right, so we've got it like that. And then we're gonna put in our filling. Try and keep it in a little rectangle shape if I can. And then you all said fold 1 time over like that. Try to make it nice. Fold over like that. Fold over like that. And then roll tight. Not to be confused with the other roll. All right. So that's number 2. And then let's do 1 more and then check on the one in the air fryer. But you all can see it's just rinse and repeat at this point. customize it the way that you like. And then what would you all serve these with? Would you just eat them plain? Would you put any type of dipping sauce on the side? Would you drizzle it with chili oil for a little heat? All right, last one. All right, let's get, this one's already gonna be a little bit wet. So we're gonna put the last of this in here. Make this last shrimp dumpling. Fold it over. Fold it over. Fold it over. Oh, it's leaking out. But it's gonna be yummy. All right. And on the parchment paper, we have some oil that I'm just going to kind of brush on lightly. And let's check and see what's in the air fryer, if those are crispy. All right, so this is before, and our shrimp was frozen, but we thawed it out. And let's switch. All right, I'm gonna put these in. Let's take these out. Smells really good. Ooh. I heard something. It's not as crunchy as, hold on. Let's put this in, and I'm gonna put it in the middle of the air fryer. All right. Move it up a little bit. The air fryer is basically an oven with a fan. So, all right, we'll do a little bit more. Let's move this and see if we can get these off. Try to do a little presentation. Obviously I had a tear. Yeah, you can see I had a little bit of a tear. But we do have a little crispy bit. I think y'all would still enjoy. Maybe a little bit longer. You eat the rice paper as a simple spring roll. So it's not all the way. I would probably go in a little bit longer, but obviously see I had that hole in there. So now the, maybe I should have drained it. I'm sure it will be fine. As a matter of fact, we will test one to see how fine it is. And I hope they come up nicely. Hey! Oh no. Hold up. All right, just cleaning up. All right, let's see what we can put this on. I think I have a platter that we can use. I'm just nervous to peel them off. Is it gonna like tear the whole thing? Ah. I think I need something bigger because I made these man-sized spring rolls. Dumplings. We'll put the small ones there. Let me get a spatula and see if we can get them up. All right. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all. Yeah, Brooke says rice paper is very thin and fragile. That's why, you know, thank you for saying that. You all know, you look at these reels, it's like, oh, I can do that. But it is really delicate. But if it tastes good, I think it's going to be okay. Thank you all so much. Thank you for 8,000 likes too. All right, so let's see if we can carefully move this over. I did oil them. Let's see. I want to gently release it from the parchment paper. This is one of those we're going to serve it at the top side. If it, a little shrimpy came out. Oh my goodness. All I would add is some sriracha or chili oil. It's so good. And I know the liquid coming out It's kind of a mess for the spring rolls, but the shrimp is so juicy when I tell you. All right, let's see what we can do here. I'm trying to use, that's the hack too, like using a smaller plate to make it look fuller. Oh my God, y'all, this is so good when I tell you. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh, you love that I'm learning and showing y'all? Thank you, dear. Look, I'm either brave enough or dumb enough to try this stuff for you all to see. But you know, that's what cooking is. Now, the only thing about it is separating it. And do they show you that? Y'all see how they do these reels real fast? Maybe his were crispier, so they just came up nicer. Bring out the towel. Y'all are so funny. Oil, put them down, and then magically, see how they come out like that? Don't worry, the towel is here. I just need to get a good bite. I wanted to get a whole plating so I could send Taylor a picture. We have these raw too. I think I'm going to grease them up just a little bit more. So I'm trying to like scrape it gently because I don't want to tear it and the whole thing come apart, but you know what? I wonder if it's the oil that I used. Oh, shucks. Oh. All right, I think what I need to do is take it off the paper as soon as it comes out of the air fryer, because I think letting it sit here, it kind of stuck. So I'm not gonna mess with this one too much. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna taste the one that came out. And then if it tastes good, I'll plate the rest. Those are looking really good, but I can't wait anymore. The reason they're busting open is because the liquid, okay, got it. My filling was too wet. Something feels wrong if I get utensils. Oh my God, y'all. Okay, this is so bad. Hold up. Y'all, the only thing is they're supposed to be crunchy. They're not crunchy because probably I had too much liquid in there, but when I tell you this flavor, the shrimp, the veggies, y'all, it's so messy, but it is so good. This is so bad. Hold up. Ah! It's good. It's just a mess. Less liquid, or drain it when you fill it. The more I touch it, the more it's falling apart. Okay. How are we doing in here? Those are looking good. I will plate those for you, and I will eat off camera, but it is so good. Oh my God, this is so janky. There it is. How long did I cook them, Jessica? 10 minutes is what the recipe says. I probably would go a little bit longer. One moment. If you like a little bit of sweet and savory, excellent. All right. So we're going to give these like I'll just give them like 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to take them out, see if they come off immediately, plate them, and then we will be done. So again, this is Foodie Fridays with Maggie. I'm Maggie the Substitute Teacher. Today we made struggle dumplings, shrimp rice paper dumplings. You could also pan fry these if you don't have an air fryer. The pan fryer will definitely make sure that they are nice and crispy. So we had cabbage, we had spring onion, regular onion, carrot, soy sauce. Substitute for me was coconut aminos. We had shrimp, we had oyster sauce, and we had sesame oil. Oh, I'm glad you all liked it. I would drizzle this with some chili oil or put some sriracha on there. Maybe I'll try one with some sriracha. And air fryer 350, it says for 10 minutes. But I think, you know, like my mom says, cook with your senses. Look for the texture that you like. Y'all know I'm team texture, so I would give it an 8 out of 10 just because I want the crunch and they're not crunchy. But the flavor is a 10 out of 10 for sure. And I think maybe my filling had too much liquid. Y'all would still eat them, all right? So I'm gonna cook these as well, but let's go ahead and get the other ones out. Thank you for the thumbs up. Kathy says use spring roll wrappers. Absolutely. If you all can have pastry, if you're not gluten-free, this is an option for you. Do the same thing, but use spring roll pastries and maybe pan fry them. And I think if you're better at rolling them too, if you roll them tighter, thank y'all for 10,000 likes. If you roll them tighter, they'll stay more intact. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and switch this out. I got one more that's done. Yeah, I'm just gonna switch these out. Let's see if we can make a plate and then end it. And I'll just keep, oh. Yeah, my liquid was too much, but y'all, they look beautiful. Let me see if I can move them quickly before they adhere. No, you see what's happening? They're just busting loose. All right, let me try really carefully. They didn't show that on the reel, and I tried to do it exactly how they did it. Hot. But you all get the gist. And I wonder too, it's okay, so many different variables. Let's see if I can get this one out without demolishing it. Nope. All right, I'll keep going. They won't go to waste though, but presentation is trash, but they're really, really good. All right, really, really good. So I'm gonna let you guys go and I'll continue to cook those. And once I get 4 that don't burst, I'll imagine them all here topped with some extra green onion or whatever I can find. All right, so I'll be back with you all next week Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 Central. I'm Maggie the Substitute Teacher. I make food and femininity content. Thank you all so much for Food Talk. You're gonna order some? Yeah, absolutely. If something breaks, that means it's delicious. It is really good, y'all. Don't worry, these won't go to waste. All right, thank you so much, TikTok.